Hello?
Freddie,
Yo, what's up, buddy?
what's happening, boss? I ain't hear from you in a while.
Yeah, long time. I guess people say, I need to tell it. I need to put it out there to help the next man.
Yes, the youth, the,
So
the next kids. So go ahead, my brother.
I, I'm originally from upstate New York. My mother's from Newcastle. So
Okay.
I moved down here, in '96.
Now again, before
Like
you could,
10 years old. I'm down from New York.
okay,
With my mother, we stayed in a homeless shelter in Wilmington. Till she got an apartment. Got an apartment in DuPont Parkway Apartments. You
okay,
know, up New York. There was only one black kid in my whole school. When I come down here, I was the only white kid on the school bus in Wilmington. And then we stayed in DuPont Parkway Apartments for a while. And my mother got, from my mother's drinking and drug using, put us in fucked up environments and situations growing up. She got locked up. We went in foster homes. We eventually wound up in Elkton, and I grew up in Elkton.
okay.
That's where I know you from. I met you,
Yeah.
but
And,
I started
and I
fucked
want
up at a very young age. The first time I got arrested, I was probably 11 or 12 years old. The first time I got arrested, I started doing drugs and selling drugs at a very young age.
yeah, me too. Now, before you continue, I want to say rest in peace to your mother, Joyce. She was good to me. She was good to, everybody knew her in Elkton and everything. I just want to say rest in peace to your mother, man. She was a good woman.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm still dealing with that. You know what I
I
mean? I ain't
bet you
really
are.
dealt with that, right? But yeah, she, whatever time, drinking and drugging that she had, she was a good person in general. You know what I'm saying? Did whatever she could for us.
Most definitely.
But I don't know. Like I said, I started using and selling drugs at a young age. Growing up like in '96 in DuPont Parkway Apartments, you seen the older guys that they're selling crack, and they got all the flashy shit. That's what I looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
My mother and father got divorced when I was a baby, so I grew up with my mother, a single mother, and she drank and drugged, and like I said, I always lived in fucked up environments and neighborhoods, and I didn't try to sell drugs or do anything like that because it was a fucking cool thing to do. I guess I looked up to the older guys when I was younger, but more so in the sense it was everybody I grew up with, we did it because that's what we had to do to get nice stuff.
Right. Right.
But I don't know.
But when I got so I went away for a violation, and you were still out the last time I seen you in Elkton. What happened to you? I mean, it's all over now, right? You're on probation, so you could talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. What
So
happened? So
you know,
you caught a case?
I had man. I sold drugs for a long time, and I was good at it, except when I would fuck up and start getting high. I
Mm-hmm.
love to get high. And that's my downfall,
We
getting high.
we got high
That's my
together
problem.
plenty of
Yeah,
times.
that's my. You see, Peter, you see me. I used to crush up 630s and a Zanny bar, mix it up, and sniff that motherfucker in one line and not pause. From
Mm-hmm.
start to finish, I finished that thing.
Same
630s and a Zanny bar.
same
I
thing.
had a serious problem,
Yeah.
and I did that shit for years. And I supported other people's habits along with mine full time for years.
Yeah.
And it just got worse. It went from perks to the heroin, and it just got worse and worse.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Uh,
last time we hung out, I was my lowest when I was homeless. But before that, remember I was slinging pills. Yeah, you knew me before when I was slinging pills too, big 30s and big methadone and Xanax and all that shit too. And Elkton, right down the street, right there on the corner of the men's
yeah.
shelter. But when I hit homeless, I
Well,
was with that girl Angel. That was the lowest I hit, and that's when we used to hang out once in a while and get high and shit like that. But apartment and shit like that. And then I got violated for just stealing shit out of stores and just for Walmart. And then I went away, and then we lost contact. And I got friended with you back on Facebook. I'm like, damn. Freddie, you
yeah.
got some pictures of some, in a prison background there. He must have did
So
some prison time.
got jammed up. I was fucked up, man. I was a full-blown heroin addict. I was a piece of shit, fucking junkie, dope fiend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to lie about or portray anything, you know what I'm saying? That's then, like you said, that's what I did in the past. I'm not going to boast and brag and talk about it. That's all in the past. But I was fucked up, man. I snatched some old lady's purse. One day I was going to go take somebody off, and I didn't see them, and I ran into it. This was a fucked up thing, you know. My mother called me a coward, you know, piece of shit, and do no shit like that. Like, I never stole from my mother or anybody I cared about, and that's the only thing that I regret. Anybody else that I took off, ripped off, or robbed, anybody here, I don't give a fuck. But that lady, you know, she wasn't living a life, and she didn't deserve that.
Right.
You know, and I still regret that to this day.
Yeah.
And then I got caught with some crack. I bailed out for that one. I got caught with some crack. I bailed out for that one, and just kept running all the way till I got locked up. You know, my mother.
You kept bailing out of CCDC, right? Cecil Correctional Detention Center. That's what we're talking about, yo.
Yep.
Okay.
So, my mother saved money. You know, my mother didn't have money like that, but she saved money and paid for a lawyer for me and whatnot. This lawyer like, look, I'll get them both combined. You got robbery and possession with intent to distribute cocaine. I'm getting both combined. You do 5 years. I'm like, all right, good. I'm cool with that. And, you know, when I went to court, I ain't running high. None of that. I went to court that day. The lawyer was trying to keep me out to my sentencing, and my mother said, she said, no, he wants to go to jail today.
You just want to get over with. Yeah.
She wanted me off the streets, and I wanted to be off the streets. I wanted to go to jail.
Yeah.
Straight up. You know, I wasn't, you know, I've been in the foster home system. I've been in juvenile lockup. House arrest and all that shit is a juvenile. So I wasn't scared to go to prison. I've been to, you know, I wanted to go. I wanted to get off the street before I killed myself.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But when I went to court, it said 5 years, man. They gave me a whole lot of time, man. I guess from putting up with me all them years, you know, I went in when I was 28 years old, so they've been putting up with me since I was a teenager. They must have got tired of my shit, man, but they gave me a whole lot of time, man. Any case manager I had in prison, whoever dealt with it, was like, man, they gave you a lot of time. Like, they gave me 15 years, 11 years suspended for each one consecutive.
God damn, consecutive.
It's 30 years all spent, but eight years to do. And my first time going down the road.
Right. And so you're sitting in CCDC. How long did you sit in there until you got sentenced before you went down the road?
I was only there for like 4 months. Everything, I took them pleas and copped out to get the fuck out of that motherfucker and go down the road, you know.
CCDC's a shithole, yeah.
Hell yeah. But, you know, I went down there.
And where's there?
Tried to do whatever programs
What jail was that down the road?
I left CCDC. I went to
prison.
Diagnostics down Baltimore.
Yeah, right. You go there first, and diagnostics, right?
Yeah, I got classified. They classified me medium security, and they sent me from there to JCI. I went to JCI down Jessup.
Down Jessup compound. Okay.
Yeah, JCI, you know, it's all the way out back.
Yeah.
When I got there, they was still tearing down the cut. Like, you could still see the rubble from the brick when they were still cleaning it up.
Yeah, they was tearing that down around 2013, 2014, right?
Yeah, but the JCI used to be maximum security for all the lifers.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got there. It's like the projects with a razor fucking fence around it. They don't got no guard. They don't got no guards in the tower with guns or none of that, because they got 3 fucking fences, and the one in the middle goes 20 feet in the ground.